Okay. Can me some apple butter. Who's all here? Nobody. Canning some apple butter. Who's all here? Oh, one person. Hello. Yeah. Canning some apple butter, just sterilizing my jars. And I got a friend coming over. So a little tiny jar for the neighbor. I always give the neighbor a little tiny jar, whatever I'm making. Ooh. Hello, Jamaica. Make it by Mandy. Hello. Just canning some apple butter. And I just peeled the apple and I cooked it off. And now I'm going to put it in some jars. We're going to be on for a little while. If you all want to stick around, it'll be fun. Yeah. Good to see everyone. Wow. Looks like my, oh, there it is. Boy, I thought my scoop was gone. Thought maybe someone needed it more than myself. David Carlisle, hello, Howie. I have wicked news. I just bought an out-of-commission ambulance. I'm going to turn it into a camper. Wow, that's pretty cool. Love to see that. Hi, David Carlisle. That's very cool news. So, yeah. Ooh, this is hot. This is why we have this. That'll wake you up in the morning. Yeah, baby. I have a thing to go on there to fill it up, but I'm a little bit lazy, I guess. Man, that is hot. Oh, dude. Clean the top of the lid. A little water. Put one on. I sterilized my jars. And, trashed the place. And, uh-oh. I don't have my screen in there. Okay, well, you guys can put up with a little rumbling. Fifi, hello. Shawnee, hello. Hello, just make a little apple butter. So, yeah. Back to the apple butter. I grew these apples. I ate the apple 15 years ago and planted the seed. I got real lucky with what grew out of it. Gotta leave like a little 1 inch around the top there, you know, so it will seal good. Yep. And just hand tight that. Boom. In the hot. Oof, still too hot to handle. Hope you're all doing good on Saturday. Yeah. Any questions? You just leave them in the chat there, and I'll try to answer them. Oh, a little bit much there for Howie. You want to make sure the tip of it's clean, or it won't be a good seal for you. You'll have to eat it right away. You'll know that it won't pop. That'll wake you up in the morning. Apple butter is so good on crepes. I have it with smoked salmon. Cold smoked salmon on the crepe. Mighty good. Ooh. I have a friend dropping by pretty quick, so to get this done, hand tight and into the bath. I'll wake you up. Beefy is here. Yeah, question: are there spices in your apple butter? No, absolutely nothing but my sweetened apple that I left to ripen till it's. I don't even have to add sugar. Went to the farmer's market today. Yay! Howie, does your canner not have a tray in the bottom? No, I didn't. I didn't use the canner. I just used one of my cooking pots. I was in a hurry. If you can put something like a dishcloth in the bottom and it will prevent the jars from bouncing around. Yep, sure would. You know, no, I don't put any spices in at all. I like my applesauce the way it is. I don't like anything in it. Okay, there we go. Whoa, here we go. It's pretty easy. You got to keep that, keep the lid clean. You know, it's imperative that get a good seal. So, bada boomba. So this is my little tiny jar for my neighbor. She's this elderly lady. So I just every time I make something like jellies or jams, I bring her a little jar like that. Eh? So it's pretty cool. There we go. One for the neighbor. Oopsie daisy. I'll have to clean the top of it. And ding bada boomba. There we go. How pretty is that? Hey, how pretty is that? I give half a dozen of different kinds of blueberry jam to peach jam to fig jam. I gave her in little jars like this. She always brings back the jar and leaves it at the door. It's really cool. Bada boomba. So that's it for that. And a rolling boil and another 10 minutes, and this ought to be done. Hey, CB, how's it going? That's cute. Yeah, she's really cute, this little old lady. She's like a million years old. I don't know how old she is, but she don't walk very good. Yep. Shot of apple butter. Yeah. Well, you know, they'll put it on her little chest, a little piece of toast for breakfast or whatever. Eco neighbor, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Eco neighbor. Yeah. There you go. What, Howie? Good to see you. Make sure that's you. And is it the Eco neighbor? And yes, it is. Welcome, 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 man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Shawnee, Farmer's Market. I got cabbage, kohlrabi, beets, peppers, garlic, chicken, pork, rats, sourdough bread. Wow. You're doing all right. Hey, Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you there, sis. Just making apple butter. Put my new range hood in. I better, oh, there we go. Put that there. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm going to eat this with a crepe this morning and cold smoked sockeye salmon with a little bit of yogurt on it, vanilla yogurt. And this goes on my crepe. So I could have canned another jar, but then I'd have the open one to go on my crepe. No, there it is there. It's delicious. I'll even try it. Absolutely no sugar and just apple. I peeled all the apple. I put some lemon juice, citric acid in the water with the apple as I peeled them, and I sliced them really thin. And I picked an apple that I wanted for it, but any apple will do. Eco neighbor saying hello. Cool channel. I've been over there a few times. Tony, good to see you, Tony. Well, maybe not my nearest neighbor because Mandy's not far away. Yep. I watched a video of yours where the hedge was dying from the neighbor, whatever the neighbor put on it. It was toxic. Those were Thuya occidentalis samrag. I think they're cedar, but there's many kinds. But anyway, it was sad to see the 3 in a row. Whatever it was, toxic, it was put there. It was terrible. Terrible. I hope your neighbor's not around anymore. I mean, hope they moved. Chef Howie, good tidings to you as well, Tony. You as well. Good to see you here, buddy. Hit that thumbs up as long as you're all in here and share it out if you wouldn't mind. Just a little thing on making apple butter. I grew the apple from seed 15 years ago. Now I get all my apples. I never ever pruned my apple tree. It's loaded every year. I've got over 150 pounds of apples off that tree this year. And it's an apple that I like, that I went out into the wilds and found it. I grew the seed. It's really tough to do that. You don't always get the same fruit, but sometimes you do. But that's what I did. I peeled it, and I grew it. I picked them, and a friend came over and helped me pick them. And full-time dream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it's really neat that here's the apple right here. It's not the cleanest looking one, but this one fell off onto the ground. It fell off onto the ground. But this was growing wild, and then I grew it from the seed. I got lucky. You're not always going to get the same apple. I've grown apples from seed that nothing ever happened. So, yeah. All right, 7 more minutes and bing bada boomba. Apples look big. Well, those can get really big. I have really huge apples. I have the King Spartan at a friend's. It's huge. And a lot of people don't know there's a King Spartan. It's absolutely massive. And then I have the Honey Crisp, which is really, really big. Hey. Old time rock and roll. Yeah. Peggy Helmling, Gordon, what you got? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just making a little bit of apple butter. And here's one here. This is one I'm going to eat fresh. I'm going to make a crepe. I have a friend coming over. So I'm going to make a crepe. And then I put a little bit of yogurt on the crepe, a little bit of applesauce, and then I cover it with the wild smoked sockeye salmon, cold smoked. It's absolutely to die for. Yeah. I'm growing apples for the first time. Cool. That's very good. As soon as you prune an apple tree, you got to look after it and give it that lollipop look the rest of its life. So I advocate to let an apple tree just grow. But a lot of people, if you're pruning it, well, then now you look after it every once or twice a year. I don't prune my apple trees. I noticed that many years ago, ones growing wild loaded, And then the guy down the road's having a hard time. He's struggling that pruned it. And just do your own research. I mean, message retracted. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Oh, 5 more minutes. And then I take them out. Yep. And he said hello to Peggy. 8 thumbs up. Thank you kindly. And ooh, 4 more minutes. That went well. This one even sealed by itself. Oh, no. I'm going to use this one fresh anyway. And make sure when you take out your jar out and put it on your towel, that the towel's not wet because that's cold and what you're putting there is hot. You can have some pyrotechnic, well, maybe not pyrotechnic, some explosives. Not good. Yeah, you don't want it to hit cold water at all when you take them out. And I'm taking them out in almost 3 minutes from now. I don't boil it on the rolling boil very long. It's just to seal it up because I hot packed it. I put it in a hot jar and I sterilized my jars. I washed them first, even though they're new and stuff. You still got to wash them. They come out of an industrial, factory. So you want to clean up your jars. And it's really easy to make apple butter and applesauce this time of year. There's a ton of apples around, a ton. You don't need much, and they make great gifts. And it's easy to do. Yeah, okay. Almost. Getting there. This is the fun part. You can hear them go, and then you're in the money. Yeah, definitely always wash the jars first. Yeah, wash them, then sterilize them because they come out of an industrial factory. I mean, all kinds of things can happen. Yeah, all kinds. Full-time dream. Welcome. The wild apple trees here are loaded this year. Yeah, I've noticed that if they're not pruned and they're let grow wild, I mean, it's a little more difficult picking them, but you can buy an apple picker or make one. I made one. But, yeah, that's cool that Eco Neighbor is growing apples for the first time. It's well worth it. I love the pop with canning. Yeah, I wait for it. It's like, bingo. All your hard work pays off, right? And 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. Yep. But yeah, it started with growing an apple. 15 years ago, I picked an apple that I liked that I used to hike to. It was like a couple of kilometers from here. Hey, Idaho Garden Girl, Steph. Welcome. Just making a little apple butter. Talking about the apple tree I grew from seed. Hey, Josh. Good morning. Which Josh are you? And go to channel. I know about 10 Joshes. So, Josh News Journey. Wow, welcome. Good to see you. And there you go. Now you're welcome to the village there, Josh. It's Gardener Josh. I noticed that he's Josh. Gardener Josh. Yes. Welcome. 1 minute to go. So what I do is after I make the apple butter, I make sure it doesn't go brown. It keeps its color, you see. So I put a little bit of lemon juice in there, a little citric acid. And so I just make like a dozen or so jars of different apples, and then I'm good for the whole year, even for like Christmas presents or, hey, it's your birthday, here you go, right? Or drop some off to the old age home, right? They like that. The old people there, they eat that Meals on Wheels crap and stuff. So it's like, I always got the real food. I've given them a lot of food over the years. Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, full-time dream. I was going to look up your channel. There we go. And 1 minute to go. 1 minute to showdown. And Griffin, there we go. Bing bada boomba. So I give full-time dream a There you go. If you want to look around, say hello to folks, you're more than welcome to. Well, I'm going to shut this off. And hopefully no fireworks happen. Oop. Gotta let the pressure decrease a little first. There we go. Won't take long now. Wow. A little bit of a boil over, but hey, that's action. We are traveling to our motorhome. We're camping. Nice. Oh, okay, over here there, boss. There you go. It's just teetering there. So there we go. You want to let air flow through them too. You don't want them to heat up, because if you put them together, they could heat up, and you don't want to put them next to cold ones because they can break your seal. Little things like that you remember. Your grandparents, they all had to do this, or they didn't have applesauce. Simple as that. It's not rocket science. Hey, there's the neighbor's stuff. Woohoo, how cool is this for the neighbor? Yeah. Little sweetheart next door, hey? Yep, nice people. Sucks when you grow old and pass away, though. So that's the product. That's the end product. Yeah. Oop. It'll definitely pop. Carlos McCormick. Hey. Last time it was in Nanaimo, I tried to visit the food forest, but couldn't find your. Oh yeah, you got to go on a personal computer and get the the email, but about section with your email, but must be because I was on my mobile. Yeah. Love to have anybody. My grandma never water bath can. She used wax. Yeah, I've done that as well. But you got to use a lot of sugar. Hey, sugar's a preservative. So, hi Carlos. He isn't in Nanaimo. He knows where I am. Carlos is in Port Alberni. Full-time. We just used our last can. Venison season needs to. Oh yeah, Carlos. And there you go, Carlos. If you want to look around and say hello to folks, you're more than welcome to. And some of these people, Carlos, are your neighbor. I think like 3 people in here are from British Columbia here. So yeah. Oopsie daisy. There's the applesauce, and I'll be putting that on my crepe with cold smoked sockeye salmon, Carlos. About section. Well, now you have a wrench there. You can come and leave a message that you're coming to town. I check my messages on my YouTube channel every day. How you look great. You must be feeling better. Yeah, a little bit better. I did some major life changes. Howie froze. Oh, no. Maybe yours froze, Steph. But yeah, here's I'll give them this look here. This stuff is pure. It's nothing in there but apple. And I grew the apple from seed. 15 years later, this is what I'm getting. But I mean, I was getting this like past 10 years, almost maybe 8, 9 years anyway. Yeah, always getting a load of apples on that tree. And I've never, ever pruned it. I took off some dead, and one time it was leaning over. It was so heavy with apples that it just couldn't stand up anymore. And yeah, must be my bad internet. Maybe, Steph. Good to see you, Steph. Happy Saturday. But yeah, I woke up this morning. I made my apple butter. I'm going to make a couple of more apple butters. I have a Honey Crisp that I'm going to harvest. They're huge apples. They're just massive. And then there's a King Spartan down the road. I don't know if the apples are still on it or not. I've never seen it white. That is amazing. Well, it's supposed to be inside. It hasn't oxidized yet. It's supposed to be white. Unless you grow an apple. Some apples are purple inside now, and it's beautiful to see. Very beautiful. Yeah. Any questions before I disappear? Well, I've only been on 25 minutes. I thought I was on longer. Time is it now? 9:11 right now. Oof. Days flying by, but I was up at 5 anyway. And yeah, we have a guest here and person coming to visit soon. So that'll be cool. Yeah. It's apple season. Pears too. Apple and pear butter. You can't go wrong with it on a pancake. Put them inside muffins. There's a lot you can do with it, and it's very healthy for you. It has malic acid in apple, hey? And that's a plaque crusher. So it's really nice to crush the plaque instead of it, blocking a vein. It's not good. It's already noon here. Oh, you must be down south near Florida, maybe. Because that would be around noon down that way, that far, maybe. It's hard to say. Or you're on the East Coast somewhere. On the lower East Coast. You're on planet Earth. There's the shirt. Water is life. Yeah. Well, on to the next chore. I'm harvesting a box of lettuce for a friend. And I grew a bunch of greens, so I'm harvesting that right now. So I'm going to go and get that. And I'm going to make pear jam today. Ooh, I want to freeze some pears for pies. Nice. That's exactly what you should do. We are in Northwest Pennsylvania till October. Sounds delicious, Shawnee. Yeah, it does. Yeah, freezer jams are great. You can pull them out or freeze the fruit. You can pull it up, make a pie anytime. You don't have to go to the store. It's pretty easy to whip up some pastry dough. It's not rocket science unless you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes I've cheated and I just went to the bakery and I said, yeah, just give me 10 pounds of dough because I have a machine that does it. So I haven't done that for a while, though. I'm going to grill some squash, beets, and cabbage to go with my chicken. Nice. Very nice. I always soak my squash in olive oil and some spice like cinnamon before I throw it onto the grill. And you just leave it in there for a little bit. I'm also going to finally make the ground cherry marmalade. Oh, really, eh? Ground cherry marmalade. I like ground cherry chutney. It's delicious. Pack lots of cinnamon in there. Yep. You're there till October, hey? That'll be getting cold there. Yeah. Time to head south. A lot of people head south during the winter in Canada. They call them snowbirds, and they go to, Arizona, or they go to Texas or New Mexico or even further south in Central America. Then they come back when the winter is over. I don't blame them. I might even do that myself this year. I always say that, though. I have a box of apples. If my feet can stand in the kitchen long enough, I can make applesauce. Yeah, as soon as you wake up, start peeling your apples and put them into like a brine solution to keep them. I like it when it's white applesauce. I mean, I like brown applesauce too. I'll eat it, but this has retained its nutrients. It's not breaking down. It's fresher. We will be in Texas for the winter. Yeah. Lots of people do that. It's nice way down south. It's nice to be able to migrate, hey, like you're a goose or animals did that. They would migrate south. But now you have fences and the buffalo herds are gone and stuff. But that's what happened at one time. The great herds would move up and down North America. They would move great distances.
Yeah.
Well, they go from high ground to low ground. In the high ground in the wintertime, there's not much feed because a lot of snow. And then in the low ground, there's not as much snow and there's lots of feed. Yeah. I used to track big game animals. I liked eating them, but they're delicious, healthy for you. Well, folks, I'm going to call it, and it was nice having you here on a Saturday morning. Much love, mad respect. Lots of apples out there. Get out and forage, hunt, gather, and grow, and forage and save. You know, if there's nothing at the store, you always have something. Bye, make it by Mandy. Much love, mad respect. You all take care. And remember, when it gets too hot above ground, dig your cave. Peace and love. See you, Shawnee. See you, Staff. Full-time Dream. And McCormick. Take care, buddy. Full-time Dream. How do I get out of here? I never remember how to do this. Thanks, Howard. Bye for now. Yeah, bye, Staff. Take care. See you, Shawnee. And Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle. Cheers. Great channel. Check Fifi's channel out if you're checking out a channel to go and watch to help you for prep, for making more food for yourself and storing it. Fifi's all over that. And there's a lot of great channels on here, but I must go. Peace and love and stream now.